spirituality with open hearts and open minds. So thrilled of all of you who joined us, whether here in Sanctuary or out in Zoom land, where we're connected not only by the internet, but by our hearts and by spirit that knows no bounds of time or space. And I'm so thrilled today because Karen King is going to be doing our message. She's a wonderful Unity person that's been trained and does messages and prayer work and counseling and healing work. So you're in for a real treat today. And so I get to take David's place and platform. And I'm keeping my N95 mask on because I've been sick this last week. But no fever, I'm feeling better, but I'm awaiting my COVID test results. I'm pretty sure it's negative, but I snuck in the side door, and I'm staying here, and then as soon as service is done, I'm going back out the side door. So I won't be around to visit because I love you all so much. I don't want to put anybody at any possible risk at all. And so we gather today as this spiritual family with kindred souls. Let us begin with Come Light, Light of God. Come light, light of God,
Give light to creation, enlighten our hearts, and remain with the world. Come light, light of God, give light to creation, enlighten our hearts, and remain with your word.
Amazing, huh? So welcome, and let us say who and what we are as a spiritual family. And with that affirmation, we will then do I am home. Together, we are an authentic, transformative, spiritual community centered in God. We co-create a world that works for all. I am home.
I am home. I am home. I am home. I have traveled far along this road, and now I'm home. Shalom, shalom. In the love of God, I am home. I am home. I am home. I have traveled far along this road, and now I'm home. Shalom, shalom. In the love of God, I am home. And now, if you have lyrics, work wonders from within. Work wonders from within. That's where to look within. There's no use looking somewhere else for power that you need to win.
Morning. I'm so thrilled to be here and be a member of your ecclesiastical corps. I went through, it's taken me 5 years to get here, but 5 years ago to this very day, I was sitting in front of my computer and I decided, well, I'm going to listen to the songs from Camelot and take a little break from writing. And the music came on and I heard this song that Richard Burton sings in the role of King Arthur. And the lyrics go like this: it's true, the crown has made it clear. The climate must be perfect all the year. A law was made a distant moon ago here. July and August cannot be too hot. And there's a legal limit to the snow here in Camelot. The winter is forbidden till December, and exits March the 2nd on the dot. By order, summer lingers through September in Camelot. And I thought, I want to go there. I want to get out of this climate. It's too hot here. And the phone rang. And it was the president of the board with Unity and Olympics. And she said, Karen, we've heard good things about you. We would like to have you come and teach and talk for 90 days. You can pick any days you want. Well, you can imagine what I picked. I picked July 31st through the 8th of October. And I fell in love with your climate, your summer climate. And being from the Midwest, a little snow and ice doesn't hurt me all that much. But I must admit, Richard Burton didn't sing anything about black ice. So let's take a moment and just focus our awareness on that one presence and one power that's always with us, God, the good. Close your eyes if it's comfortable for you, and take a few deep, slow breaths to relax your mind and your body. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Make your breaths long, slow, and steady. Rhythmically inhale and exhale until you move into this present moment. When you are in the moment, you are entering a world of possibility, a world of recognition. I am dedicated to discovering who I am and how great I can be. I am dedicated to discovering who I am and how great I can be. Now, there is a powerful intelligence within you that gives you your life, which loves you so much that when your will matches its will, when your mind matches its mind, when your love for life matches its love for you, it always responds. I ask you now to allow my words to be your words. As a child of God, a child of spirit, I have the ability to perceive all within me by allowing my intuition to lead me to discovering answers in my life. Within me resides a continent of undiscovered character. I am blessed to be the Columbus of my own soul. Answers that have been unknown to me before reside just below the surface of my consciousness, inspiring me to discover a dandelion unblown, a book unread, a tree with fruit unharvested, a road not taken, a house whose rooms have yet to experience the heart's divine perfumes. No obstacle of the mind and heart blocks my path of discovery. I know that as a spiritual being walking the earth in the midst of a human experience, I can alter my life by altering my attitude. It is by logic that I prove, but by intuition that I discover. I know that unexplored areas of the world are not in the continents or seas. They are in my mind. They are in my heart. I gratefully accept the opportunity of discovery. I know I was placed on this earth to discover my own path, and I will never be happy if I live someone else's idea of life. Reverend Pamela?
And so the inspiration for this morning comes from Dr. Martin Luther King. Tomorrow we celebrate Martin Luther King Day with a national holiday. He only lived to be 39 years old, but what amazing insights, gifts, and transformations he brought to our country, to our hearts, and to our shared world. I remember as a 12-year-old child watching the March on Washington, August 28, 1963, where over 250,000 people gathered from churches all across the country, never before so united and enthusiastically and directly involved in claiming the equality of one and all. One writer observed that the march brought together the country's three major religious faiths closer than any issue in the nation's peacetime history. It was an interfaith march, truly. And so he received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1963 at 35, and he gave all the money he received to the civil rights movement, which continues even to this day. So here are the words of his I Have a Dream speech, a portion of it. I invite you to let it touch you at depth and remind us the path of spirit that we share with one another, regardless of our religious traditions, the countries from which we come, the political feelings and beliefs we have, however we live our lives. This calls us all. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. Let me say that again. After the last 2.5 years, let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And when this happens, when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. Let us all be free to be the incredible children of God we've been sent to be. And he calls us to rise up and live out the meaning of our national creed, and today's daily word is rise. How perfect. I invite you to settle in as we share the daily word in preparation for our time of prayer, meditation together. Sunday, January 16th, rise. I rise in consciousness to help create a world that works for all. Throughout time, there have been people who have led lives that changed the world forever. Their words and deeds provided hope and inspiration for those who would carry forth their legacies of love, growth, and evolution long after they've left this life. Their most powerful contribution, however, was their ability to inspire others to express their own divine purpose. As more and more people reach their highest potential, the whole of humanity ascends. Today, I honor those who have led lives of service, striving for truth, love, and justice. I take steps not just to commemorate their journeys and contributions, but to embark upon my own. I rise, grateful to contribute all that I can to the growth and evolution of humankind. And from Ezra 10:4, take action, for it is your duty, and we are with you. Be strong and do it. And from the Hopi wisdom teachings, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And from Will Rogers, if you wait until you're ready, you will wait forever. Let us rise and begin now with Karen and a time of prayer and meditation together.
That was beautiful, Reverend Pamela. I'm so glad you were able to come here today.
Love, prepare me to be a sanctuary, full and fetid, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I am a living sanctuary for you. Love, prepare me to be a sanctuary, open-hearted, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I am a living sanctuary for you.
We're 16 days into the new year. How are you doing? Are things beginning to line up for you, and are you beginning to get back in your normal groove, your normal routine? Seems like it always takes me about 15 days to get back into my schedule and everything else. And we're also being bombarded on the media for diet and exercise. And those are messages from the outer. And what Reverend Pam was introducing you to last week was how to find your inner guidance. And I'm going to help you today to fine-tune what she taught you last week. There are 3 ways that we gather knowledge: through science, through opinion, and through intuition. The Greek philosopher Plotinus said that God in man, revealing the realities of being. And again, those 3 methods of acquiring knowledge: science, opinion, intuition. Today we're talking about intuition. Ernest Holmes, a founder of religious science, made this quote in his writings: "Just as instinct guides the animal, so intuition guides man. If, big if he allows it to operate through him." H. Emily Cady makes another comment that is an echo of what Ernest Holmes said. And Emily Cady was a Victorian lady, just like our town is Victorian. And I heard a recording of her that I think was made in the 1920s. So I'm going to use my Emily Cady voice to read to you what the grandmother of Unity, Emily Cady, said in her recording. "Beloved, that which you so earnestly desire will never be found by your seeking it through the mental side alone, any more than it has heretofore been found through the emotional side alone. Intuition and intellect are meant to travel together, with intuition always holding the reins to guide intellect." And then she adds, "By learning how to be still, to listen to that which the Father will say to you through the intuitional part of your being, the light that you so crave will come out of the deep silence and become manifest to you from within yourself, if you will but keep still and look for it from that source." Lots of ifs in there, aren't there? So how does God speak to us? God within knows only intuitively. Do you remember Flip Wilson, who had the character Geraldine in the late 70s, early 80s? And he had devil on one shoulder, angel on the other. Well, and they were both talking to him at the same time, and Geraldine was getting very confused. So we get rid of that devil. We don't pay any attention to that in New Thought. And that angel can be on our shoulder guiding us, or it can help us and lead us to the spirit within. And it's the spirit within that I'm going to be talking to you about today, and how to tap into it, no matter what you're doing. If you are journaling and you're stuck, and the thoughts and the feelings aren't coming to you, you can use these 4 questions that I'm going to present to you. If you are leading a group, I used to be practitioner to the board when I was with CSL, and I did that for almost 2 years. And I would take them through these 4 questions, and then they would share their answers. And it was amazing how cohesive the board meetings were after doing that exercise, because everyone there found that they had a common bond and were getting common answers that they could share. It was a wonderful experience just to watch that happen. Well, how does God speak to us? I sometimes get messages through song, like I did with Camelot. And then other times when I'm really burnt out, something came to me. It was, she gets weary. Oh, does she get weary? Wearing the same old shabby dress. When she gets weary, try a little tenderness. That was Otis Redding, and I barely remembered who Otis Redding was, but that message came through to me in song. I went to YouTube, looked at the lyrics. I thought, oh, how does this interpret? I don't have a shabby dress, but I am burning out. It was when I was packing to come up here, and I was packing until 3 o'clock in the morning at times. So I knew that I had to take a day off and take care of myself. So it's interesting how these messages can come to us. There are other ways in which they can come to us through dreams, maybe through a loving experience or love of others, through images, quotes, serendipitous events, and our own personal experiences. So be aware that when those messages come to you, even if you're not in meditation, that Spirit is speaking to you and guiding you. We're going to do a visualization exercise today. And that visualization is very similar to what you did on New Year's, but it gives you the opportunity after you've come to your intention during the new year. Maybe your intention needs some fine-tuning. How many of you were here last week for the burning bowl ceremony? Great, great. All right. So first, I want to repeat a quote to you. Divine intuition now sends the divine equivalent. And would you repeat that with me? Divine intuition now sends the divine equivalent. Let's say it again. Divine intuition now sends the divine equivalent. So we're going to center ourselves in the awareness of the one presence and the one power that is always with us. God the good, Spirit, Yahweh, whatever that oneness, that spirit within is called in any spiritual belief. I would like for you to take a moment and sit with a straight back. Close your eyes and develop a soft gaze. Breathe deeply in and out of your heart center, located in the middle of your chest, 3 or 4 breaths, until your body feels warm, your heart feels warm and expanded, or your chest feels warm and expanded. Allow the energy from that center of love to rise up to your throat center, the center of expression. And linger here and breathe into this energy center until it feels alive. Come up to the center of your forehead, the third eye, the center of creativity, and breathe in and out of that center of invention and illumination. Allow the energy of creativity to illuminate your center of expression. And now, take that energy of creativity to as we breathe in and out of the center of invention and illumination, we now allow the energy of creativity to illuminate your forehead and your entire head. Return your awareness, breathing vertically, down into the heart center. Feel the connection between your heart and head centers. The feeling of mind-body, mind-heart coherence. Allow your breath to return to normal. And be conscious of the energy flow that unites these two centers, upper and lower, with the throat center in between. And sense the presence of the one by asking these questions. What is the highest and best for me at this time in my journey? Spirit, tell me, what is the highest and best for me in my journey? Wait for Spirit to answer. And then write or draw the answer on your index card. And then ask yourself this question. I see people still writing. Oh, wait a minute. And then ask yourself this question. What is blocking this highest and best solution for me at this time? I know what my highest and best is, Spirit, but what will hold me back? What do I need to get rid of in order to reach this spiritual intention? Write your answer down or draw your answer. What gifts, attributes, and talents do I already have to be in service to this vision? Gifts, talents, consciousness, power. What do I already have? Write it down. Everyone through? Okay. The fourth question, and these are on your bulletin for today or on the song sheet, so you won't have to write them down as we go through this exercise. The last question is, Spirit, is there anything else for me to know? Anything else? Write your answer down or draw it, whichever fits. Take these answers with you as you leave today, and I would like for you to find one person and share your answers with that one person. Preferably someone you don't know very well. It's by logic that we prove, but by intuition we discover. That is a quote from Leonardo da Vinci. And then there's a quote from Plato here. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. Dr. Joe Dispenza, the chiropractor who was not supposed to recover from and supposed to be a paraplegic and healed himself, makes this statement. It is a good idea to ask for a sign along the way to fulfillment of your intention. It doesn't hurt to apply some logic to your intention once you're clear on it. And believe me, I know that. There were all kinds of signs during this last 5-year period. I would go to a store and there would be some travel pants. Everybody in Port Angeles wore travel pants. I never saw anybody in anything else the whole summer that I was there. Or there would be a shirt that went with the travel pants, so I'd buy that. Most of those items of clothing were worn out by the time I got here. But nevertheless, little signs would pop up. A gift at Christmas time that was this raincoat, some hiking shoes, some hiking poles. I was getting ready. Those were all little signs that told me that I was on my way. And I was most thankful for them because it was very easy to become discouraged. I had signed up for housing in 2 places in Port Angeles and 2 places in Port Townsend. But in my heart of hearts, I wanted to end up in Port Townsend. But I thought, anything that will get me there is fine right now, Spirit. But I want to end up in Port Townsend. So an opportunity to come here came up in 2020, in the summer, for me to go to Port Angeles. And then it fell through. The woman decided not to move into her new place because it had mold. Okay. I had already announced to everybody that I was leaving, and I've been packing for 5 years. And then last May, I got a call from Port Angeles again, and they said, we have a place for you, Karen. We want you to come up as soon as possible. I didn't tell anyone I was going this time. I waited. And 2 weeks later, the phone rang. And she said, we've just gotten a grant to completely overhaul our apartments and build another story on top. So we'll have to put you back, even though you're first on the list, we'll put you back for another 2.5 years. I was pretty discouraged. And then at that time, I said, I'm going up there. I'm going up there this summer. Even if I have to haul my belongings on a little trailer and camp out in my big car that has a bed in it, I'm going. A few days later, I got the call saying that there was a place for me at Claridge Court here in Port Townsend. So magic can happen as long as we believe it and listen to the information. Da Vinci said, it is by logic we prove, but by intuition we discover. Whenever you set a goal or an intention, it's a good idea to make them SMART goals. I learned this in Weight Watchers. SMART goals are goals that make sense. You have to combine inspiration with logic sometimes when you're moving on, especially in something very complicated that I was in on this trip. Goals or intentions can be specific, measurable, attainable, and time-bound. SMART. Dr. Joe Dispenza, in his teachings, indicates that, yes, we need to get the intention or the inspiration first. And then we need to ask for more information and invest some logic in helping us get there. Visioning functions as a path to power and fulfillment. But know this one thing: when both intuition and logic agree, you are always right. Namaste. Thank you
This is wonderful.
for the opportunity.
Yes, and Clara, would you like to do, let's do special music and then the inspirational song.
Okay,
Is that good?
sure. I put the words for the chorus to both of these in, so you can repeat and you can sing that along. So get ready, my soul. We could do just the chorus a couple times and go right into
Oh,
everything
good,
new.
perfect.
That'll work.
That sounds great.
We'll just combine, we'll do a mashup.
Best kind of love to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Now that you can hear me, we'll do it again. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. That's the chorus of that one. Bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I've finally learned to bring, here's it on, everything grieving. I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I know it's gonna be everything new.
I'm complete.
Oh, thank you so much, Karen. That was absolutely wonderful. Oh, and so we come now to the time where we get to respond, and what a joy that is. This is the time? Is that better? Oh, good, good. I know with a mask on it's trickier. This is the time of the service where we all get to respond, to choose to put our energy, our love, our dedication into supporting this spiritual family that we are so blessed to be a part of. And how blessed we have been. So we want to give thanks this day to all of the lights, the stars, and the angels of unity, because we reached our $10,000 goal for our Festival of Lights this year. So we abound in blessings, and our second PPP loan was forgiven, and so it has truly been a blessed year. And with Michael's house as icing on the cake, we were so blessed last year in the midst of all the challenges, and we will continue to be blessed in this coming year, I have no doubt. But it begins with each one of us willingly supporting that which we believe in and are dedicated to. And so let us share our call to offering. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. So we're now going to share a wonderful song, Grateful, which is absolutely one of my favorites. And we'll collect the offering as we sing this song, How Grateful We Are.
All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Na 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 na. Grateful for it all, so I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far, all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all.
Oh, sweet, sweet Spirit, how grateful we are. We open our hearts this day and allow the blessings of spirits to infill us and our hearts until they overflow into the world that we are blessed to share. Each one of us, a living presence of the divine, with the opportunity to bring generosity and grace to one and to all, including ourselves. We give thanks for these gifts of prosperity that were given with such love and dedication. We bless them and we send them forth as blessings through us back out into our shared world. For all that we have, all that we are, all that we give and receive, we truly are grateful. And together we say, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. And so it is.
So it is.
And now, the most exciting part of the service, announcements. We're going to keep these short today. Our website has links to all of our various activities. Most of them are online. We still have things online with our beloved Reverend Robert and Reverend Simon, and so the links for those are there as well. Ananda is now meeting at 4 on Mondays in the sanctuary. They're back to meeting in person. The Mary Magdalene class on Tuesday mornings at 10:30 is the first and third, and the new book study will start the second and fourth Tuesdays on February the 8th. And our new book is a wonderful book called Sacred Earth, Sacred Soul. We'll start it in February as a study for the year. It's by John Philip Newell, and it's Celtic wisdom for reawakening to what our souls know and healing the world. So it's about us individually and us collectively. So online for everything. Again, thank you for the Festival of Lights. The visioning collage was a great success, and you can see some of the results out in the hall. And we'll now do birthdays and anniversaries for January, since we weren't able to do them the last 2 Sundays.
Birthday today.
Oh, woo!
So, anniversary last week.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I've got-
So you are the face of God. So if you have a birthday or an anniversary this month, if you want to stand in the center, we'll send you blessings as we sing. And online, Beverly?
Anyone else?
Yay! Beverly's birthday is tomorrow. Whoa, your birthday. The 25th. Woo! Diane. Oh, wow. Woo! Blessings. Okay, you are the face of God, for truly you are.
You are the face of God. are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
Blessings and joy to one and all. Sky's
Sky,
birthday as
yay.
well. Yes, blessings one and all. So I invite you now to join together as we do the peace song and the prayer of protection. And I'll stay up here for the peace song.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every breath I take, yes, this is my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
And we know the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now I'll get the gong and blow out the candle. But before I do that, Karen, thank you. You were the face of God for us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we go forth, blessed and blessing, as we blow the Christ candle out. We send the light out into the world, and on the sound of the gong, we go forth, blessed and blessing. Peek out from under my mask. Go forth, blessed and blessing. You are loved. You are the face of God in our shared world. Thank you for being here. Yay!
Where's my mask?